A hotel concierge, worked at a 5-star hotel for 28 years. Helped celebrities, arranged reservations, booked tours. Guests tipped generously, but never remembered his name. When he died, his apartment contained a network map connecting 4,700 powerful people through their secrets. What he knew about affairs, crimes, and corruption was worth more than any tip. The Grand Meridian Hotel, Manhattan. For 28 years, Carlos Mendez worked concierge desk. Good evening. How may I help you? Arranged restaurant reservations, booked theater tickets, recommended tours, helped celebrities, politicians, business executives. They tipped $100 bills. Never learned his name. Carlos had photographic memory, undiagnosed, untrained, just naturally remembered everything. Faces, conversations, requests, habits. For 28 years, he observed patterns nobody else noticed. Powerful people behave differently in hotels. They think they're anonymous. They think concierge is just service worker. They make phone calls at desk, discuss sensitive matters, request things that reveal secrets. Carlos heard everything in his apartment while covered with massive network diagram. 4,700 people. Color-coded connections. Red for affairs, blue for business relationships, green for criminal connections, yellow for political alliances. 28 years of observations mapped into comprehensive web of elite power. Why did Carlos create this? Started as mental exercise. He was bored between guest requests. Started connecting dots. This senator met that lobbyist. This CEO was having an affair with that actress. This businessman was hiding from federal marshals. Network grew more complex over years. Carlos never intended to use information, just documented compulsively. But network revealed disturbing patterns. Systematic corruption, connecting politics, business, entertainment, crime, not random individual sins. Coordinated system of mutual protection. Powerful people covering for each other's crimes because they all had leverage over each other. When Carlos died suddenly in 2024 stroke, age 62, building manager found apartment, called police about the wall. Detectives arrived, saw network map, recognized names, realized what they had. 28 years of intelligence on America's power elite. FBI analyzed Matt for 3 months. Compared Carlos's observations against known investigations. His network was accurate. More accurate than FBI's own intelligence. Carlos had documented 340 previously unknown connections between criminals, politicians, business executives. But Carlos had added something investigators didn't expect: detailed notes behind each name, small post-its with dates, quotes, observations. Senator X met with mob lawyer, discussed offshore accounts. June 2019. CEO Y canceled reservation when learning federal prosecutor was staying same weekend. April 2022. Judge Z brought woman who wasn't his wife, paid cash for discretion. August 2020. Carlos's observations became evidence in 89 investigations, corruption cases, affair scandals that revealed conflicts of interest, business fraud, tax evasion, witness tampering. His memory for details provided leads investigators couldn't get otherwise. Trial prosecutors loved Carlos's evidence. Neutral observer with no agenda. Meticulous documentation, consistent pattern over 28 years. Defense attorneys couldn't discredit dead concierge who was just doing his job exceptionally well. 47 convictions resulted directly from Carlos's network map, but bigger impact came from published network diagram with sensitive details redacted. Public saw for first time how power really works. Not through official channels, but through informal networks of mutual leverage. Politicians weren't serving constituents. They were serving network of powerful people who had dirt on each other. Reform movements emerged. Transparency in power networks. Demand for disclosure of relationships. Ethics laws strengthened. Mendez mapping became standard investigation technique. Identify informal networks, not just formal relationships. Hotels reformed too. Concierge staff now receive training to identify human trafficking, money laundering, other crimes. Concierge watch programs operate in 340 luxury hotels. Legal, controversial, effective, have identified $4.7 billion in criminal activity. At Grand Meridian Hotel, bronze plaque in lobby, Carlos Mendez worked here 28 years, arranged 500,000 reservations. Remembered everyone, documented everything. His observations exposed corruption network that official investigations missed. The person arranging your dinner reservation might be mapping your secrets. Powerful people underestimated him for 28 years. Cost them everything. Never ignore the concierge. They know more about you than you think.